is Annie Raulbach.
What country are you from?
I was born in Vienna, Austria, which is in Europe.
Did you come to this country by yourself?
No, I did not come by myself. I came with my parents. I came with my brother and my sister. My father was a rabbi in Vienna, Austria. His name was Rabbi Arak.
Okay. Why did you come to this country?
I came to this country because Hitler invaded Vienna, Austria in 1938. I think it was March 1938. And we all know by now what Hitler did to a country, rather to the Jewish people of the country when he came in. It was a simple matter of life and death.
Okay, was this country better or worse than what you had expected?
Well, this country was like heaven on earth. This country was a most wonderful place in the world to come to. After all, we came out, so to speak, out of hell, and we came straight to heaven when we came to the United States.
Would you come to this country if you had a choice?
Well, I don't know. I'm not sure whether I would have come to this country, perhaps for a visit, but I wouldn't immigrate to the United States because years ago, Vienna, Austria was quite a Jewish community, and we had 200,000 Jews living in a city like Vienna, and life was quite comfortable. However, when Hitler came and misery started, and he kept taking people into concentration camps, and I saw with my own eyes how the trucks that used to be used for cattle, they took Jews, women, men, children, and threw them into those trucks like animals, worse than animals. For animals, they had more respect. They kicked them and hit them and bruised them and cursed them. They threw them up with their feet up like dead animals, not only like animals. And that's what they did to Jewish people. And my eyes used to fill with tears when I used to see it. I was a young girl, only a teenager. And I used to stand in the corner and watch, and I could do nothing about it except just cry and pray to God.
Did you bring anything from your country?
No, we were not permitted to bring anything along. Everything had to be left. And we were happy to bring our lives here. Only we had one experience. My mother, who was wearing her earrings with a little diamond in there since she was married, and she never took them off. And when we came to the border of Aachen, which is in Germany, and they noticed my mother wearing those earrings while we were on the train going to Belgium, they stopped her and they wanted to return her to concentration camp because by mistake she forgot to take her earrings off to leave it in Vienna. She offered it to the SS and to the SA, to the Nazis. She said, take the earrings. I don't want them. I left them on by mistake. They said, no, we don't want the earrings. You have to, for punishment, we will take you back and put you back in a concentration camp, which I knew, which I heard with my own ears, knew that would mean death for my mother in no time. So when the SS went back to that little hut on the train station to call another SS to take my mother away, and I heard the train saying, all aboard, all aboard. So I grabbed my mother, and we ran on the train, and we got on, and then as the train was pulling off, I saw the SS running after and trying to get my mother. I actually saved her life. I just very courageously grabbed her, and we ran on the train. And that was how we saved ourselves getting out of Vienna in the Hitler Marshmallow.
Do you or would you want to return to your country?
No, I would not return to a country that has blood on their sidewalks for my wonderful Jewish people that used to live there. Families, friends, all my friends from my youth. No, I would not return. I only returned once because we went to a wedding to Jerusalem where my son got married. And we stopped in Vienna in order to go to the graves of my grandparents and pray there. We just spent a few hours and we left.
Is there another country you would prefer to live in?
I think there's no country in the world like the United States. There's freedom, there's liberty, there's love, there's understanding, there's everything that a person can possibly wish in the United States. It's a great country. We should all know that freedom is the most beautiful thing that anyone in the world can possibly ask for. There's nothing greater than a man or a woman to be free.
Have you ever experienced this kind of hate of the Jews in this country?
No, I really didn't ever experience what I experienced in Vienna, Austria. I would say there may be some anti-Semitism in some part of this country, but that does not mean that the country is representing it. It means that individuals have chosen to be nasty to Jewish people, but I say that there's no better country than the United States.
Would you like to see more of the United States?
I've seen a lot of the United States. I would say I saw at least 25 to 30 different states. I made it my business to see different states. They're beautiful. Each state is like a country in Vienna. It's big, it's huge, it has a lot of resources, it's rich, it has beautiful surroundings. I think we should try to see to it that our country should be preserved in their beauty and in their wonderful ways of life.
Did you ever, when you came there, was there anything you really wanted to see when you came?
Yes, when I came to the United States, I wanted to see very much the Statue of Liberty, because liberty and freedom is the way of life. Without it, without liberty, without being a free person, it's just as bad as being dead.
Yeah.
And this country offers that.
Why do you want to live in New York? You could live in, if you want to live in Florida, live in California.
Well, if I would live in Florida, you'd ask me, why don't I live in New York? If I live in California, you'd ask me, why don't I live in Florida? So now that I live in New York, you ask me, why don't I live in California? I was in California. It's a beautiful city, beautiful country, a beautiful state. But I want to wrap it all up to tell you, my dear grandson, that I appreciate your interview, because the thoughts that I have about this country, words cannot explain it. I came here and my heart was full of joy and happiness, joy and happiness. And I want to wish you, my wonderful grandson, that you succeed in everything that you undertake, because we love you very much.
Thank you.
You're more than welcome, darling.
Gen X, we remember these stories. We need to keep reminding the younger generations talking about this so these horrors are not repeated like they are starting to repeat in Minnesota. Never again. Never again.